You're at the gate in 2026. Your bag made it through security, coffee in hand, you think you're safe, but this is exactly when most travelers get blindsided. Airlines have tightened carry-on rules across size, weight, and battery safety, and they're enforcing everything far more aggressively than before. In fact, recent travel reports show major carriers like Emirates and Fly Dubai cracking down on hand luggage limits throughout 2025, tightening size rules, restricting power banks, and expanding prohibited item checks. And those changes are still catching passengers off guard in 2026. Bags that used to pass without question are suddenly being flagged, remeasured, or denied right at the gate. In this video, I'll break down the exact 2026 carry-on rules travelers are failing right now and how to avoid the surprise fees, public repacking, and last-second gate checks that ruin trips every single week. 9. The frame test that doesn't forgive anything. In 2026, airlines are treating the carry-on sizer like it's the ultimate judge and jury. And honestly, it's catching people who have traveled with the same suitcase for years without a single issue. I've seen it happen over and over. Someone confidently rolls up with a bag they've trusted forever, and then boom, the sizer shuts their whole plan down. The frame test is brutally simple. If your suitcase doesn't drop into that metal box with zero resistance, even by a tiny millimeter, it's considered oversized. Wheels count, handles count, soft sides that puff out count, even that just slightly full front pocket counts. Airlines used to overlook small stuff like this, mostly because flights weren't always packed, but now they're dealing with tighter boarding times and fuller cabins, so the frame has become the quickest way to make a decision. And this year, some airports added new sensor-based sizers that detect pressure, meaning there's no room for negotiating or squeezing your bag in at an angle. It either fits or it doesn't. My best advice? Measure your suitcase while it's fully packed, including every wheel and zipper, and compare it to your airline's actual posted size, not what the tag on your suitcase claimed when you bought it. Travelers who assume their bag always fits are usually the first ones pulled aside and billed. The rule in 2026 is simple. If the frame says no, the airline says no. 8. Weight limits that trigger before you reach the gate. Carry-on weight checks used to be something most U.S. travelers joked about because they almost never happened. But 2026 completely flipped that idea. Now, airlines are slipping scales into places you'd never expect. Self-serve kiosks, bag drop counters, even the base of some check-in stands. You might set your bag down just to print a boarding pass, and without realizing it, you've already been weighed and flagged before you even look up. I've seen people get confused, wondering how an agent knew their bag was heavy, not realizing the system caught them automatically. And the truth is, airlines are doing this because too many travelers were stuffing everything into one carry-on just to dodge checked bag fees. A bag that weighs 17 to 22 pounds looks fine on the outside, but once it's tough to lift or slows down boarding, airlines start enforcing the actual limit printed on your ticket. The part that surprises most people is how fast that weight adds up. Your suitcase starts off heavy. Add a laptop, chargers, shoes, and a toiletry kit, and suddenly you're way over without meaning to be. The easiest way to avoid all of this is to weigh your bag at home with a small luggage scale. Move heavier items into your personal item, and wear your bulkier layers instead of packing them. And trust me, 2026 is not the year to assume they won't check, because now they will. 7. Under-seat space that shrinks without warning. One of the biggest surprises in 2026 isn't even happening in the overhead bins. It's happening right under the seat in front of you. Airlines have been quietly shrinking under-seat space on certain aircraft to make room for updated wiring, new safety components, and redesigned seat bases. I've noticed it myself. A bag that used to slide under the seat with room to spare suddenly sits too tall, too stiff, or too bulky to fit. And if it doesn't fit fully under that seat, gate agents can call it out instantly. Most travelers assume a backpack automatically counts as a personal item, but airlines don't care about the style of the bag, only whether it can lie flat and stay completely under the seat for the entire flight. They aren't trying to be annoying, they're trying to keep aisles clear, boarding fast, and emergency paths obstruction-free. The problem is many people still use rigid, structured backpacks that look small but won't compress even a little.
That's why soft, flexible underseat bags are the real winners in 2026. They squish, bend, and adapt to tighter spaces without causing issues. I always tell travelers to pack their essentials, meds, passport, wallet, electronics into their personal item, just in case their main carry-on gets gate-checked at the last second.
And if you're someone who loves buying snacks or duty-free items at the airport, wait until after you board to pull any of it out. Airlines are consistent on this now. If your personal item can't flatten, it won't fly under the seat. 6. Liquid rules that flip from airport to airport. One of the most confusing parts of flying in 2026 is how liquid rules seem to change depending on which airport you're standing in. Some airports upgraded to new CT scanners that let you keep liquids and laptops in your bag, and it feels amazing when it happens. But here's the trap. Not every airport has those scanners, and the ones that do don't always use them for every lane. I've seen travelers breeze through one airport thinking, oh, liquids can stay inside now, only to get stopped, pulled aside, and fully unpacked at a smaller airport on the way back because they still follow strict 311 rules. That inconsistency is what catches people. And what makes it worse is how many everyday items are now considered gels. Peanut butter, thick lotions, heavy face creams, hair pomade, some makeup products, sauces, even those little cleaning slimes for keyboards, they all count. People lose expensive items every day simply because they didn't realize they were classified differently. The easiest way to protect yourself is to pack like every airport uses the strictest rule. Keep your liquids in a clear bag near the top of your carry-on so you can grab it instantly if needed. And whenever possible, switch to solid products, solid shampoo, conditioner bars, stick deodorant, solid cleansers. They save space and don't count toward your liquid limit at all. Think of it this way. If you're prepared for the strict lane, the relaxed lane feels like a bonus. Just don't assume your return airport will operate the same way your departure airport did. If even one of these new rules surprised you, that's exactly why 2026 travel feels harder than before, because the changes are real and most airlines aren't explaining them clearly. If you want more simple, no-drama guides that help you avoid mistakes and save money every time you fly, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. It helps the channel grow, and it guarantees you never walk into an airport unprepared again. 5. Battery rules that depend on how your device wakes up. One thing travelers don't expect in 2026 is how seriously airports are treating batteries now. It's not just about keeping power banks out of checked luggage anymore. Security officers want proof that every device you're carrying is actually real, functioning, and safe. That's where the power on test comes in, and it's catching a lot of people off guard. You might be asked to turn on your phone, tablet, laptop, camera, or even a small drone controller right there at the checkpoint. If the device is completely dead, officers can't verify it properly, and suddenly it becomes a security concern. I've seen travelers panic because their laptop died overnight and they had no idea this rule even existed. The same goes for older power banks without a clear watt-hour label. Security doesn't like guessing, so anything unclear becomes a problem fast. Smart luggage adds another layer of stress. If the built-in battery can't be removed quickly by hand, some airlines won't allow the bag at all because the battery can't be isolated in an emergency. The best thing you can do is charge everything the night before your flight and pack your chargers where you can reach them. Keep all spare batteries, camera batteries, drone batteries, and power banks in your carry-on, never in checked bags. And if you own a smart suitcase, practice popping the battery out so you're not fumbling at the airport. In 2026, a device that won't power on isn't just inconvenient, it might be the reason your bag doesn't fly. 4. Security flags caused by how dense your packing is. One of the weirdest things catching travelers in 2026 has nothing to do with liquids or batteries, it's how tightly you pack your bag. CT scanners don't just look at what's inside, they look at how clearly they can see the inside. And when your carry-on is packed so tightly that it turns into one giant solid block on the scanner, security doesn't see clothes or toiletries, they see a blob they can't identify. That alone can trigger an instant secondary inspection. You could have nothing but t-shirts in there, but if they're compressed like a brick, the machine flags it. I've watched travelers get pulled aside confused, thinking they packed perfectly, when the real issue was simply how dense the bag looked on screen.
It slows the line, officers have to pull everything out, and suddenly you're repacking on the floor with 10 people watching. The good news is it's easy to avoid. Spread your weight around your bag instead of layering all your heavy items in one corner. Use packing cubes to break things into smaller chunks that scanners can interpret more clearly. Keep electronics near the top or an outer pocket so officers can identify them quickly. And always leave a small bit of breathing room inside your suitcase, just enough space that items aren't pressed together like a compressed block. Your bag doesn't have to contain anything unsafe to cause problems. In 2026, if the scanner can't read it easily, you're going to get stopped. The easier your bag is to scan, the faster your line moves. 3. The boarding efficiency rule that targets slow travelers. A big change people are noticing in 2026 is how airlines are treating boarding speed almost like a safety rule. With tighter schedules, crew shortages, and fuller flights, airlines can't afford delays caused by passengers struggling with their bags in the aisle. So now, if your carry-on looks heavy, awkward, or time-consuming to stow, gate agents may call you out before you even get on the plane. I've seen this happen countless times. Someone tries to lift a bag overhead, hesitates for a few seconds, and suddenly an agent steps in suggesting a gate check. And honestly, it's not personal. Airlines track boarding times down to the minute, and a few slow passengers can push a flight off schedule, which creates a domino effect for the rest of the day. The best way to avoid being flagged is simple. Make sure you can lift your carry-on easily with one smooth motion. Practice at home by lifting it to shoulder height without swinging it or using momentum. If it feels too heavy, lighten the load or move dense items into your personal item. Boarding earlier also helps because later groups have less time, less space, and more agent oversight. Even small things matter. Zip up loose jackets, tuck away duty-free bags, and avoid juggling multiple items in the aisle. In 2026, airlines reward passengers who board quickly and smoothly. If you look like you might slow down the process, your carry-on becomes an instant target for extra checks or a forced gate check. 2. Overhead bin rules that change your strategy entirely. Overhead bins may look exactly the same as they did a few years ago, but the way airlines use them in 2026 is completely different. And honestly, it catches a lot of travelers by surprise. With more passengers flying, more people buying upgrades, and more loyalty tiers than ever, bin space fills up long before most of the plane even boards. So even if you have the perfect carry-on that meets size rules down to the inch, that doesn't mean it will stay with you. Your boarding group now decides your bag's fate. I've seen travelers walk onto the plane smiling, only to freeze when they realize every bin above their row is already full of other people's luggage. When that happens, gate agents start tagging bags quickly just to keep boarding moving. It feels random, but it's really just survival mode for them. The trick is to treat your boarding group like part of your packing strategy. Be at the gate early and ready. No last-minute bathroom trips once boarding starts. Keep your essentials in your personal items so a forced gate check doesn't ruin your trick. And if you're flying with someone, coordinate your bags. Instead of both bringing big rollers and fighting for space, share one overhead bag and rely on two strong underseat bags. It cuts your bin footprint in half and makes you far less likely to lose overhead space. In 2026, overhead space isn't earned by just following the rules. It's earned by smart timing and even smarter packing. 1. The unusual no-go items that 2026 security targets. One of the most surprising parts of flying in 2026 is how many everyday items are suddenly becoming no-go items at security. Travelers assume that if something seems harmless at home, it'll be harmless at the airport, but that isn't the case anymore. Security officers are being trained with much stricter definitions, and it means items you wouldn't think twice about are now getting flagged and pulled daily. Things like cleaning slime, gel-like keychain toys, thick face creams, whipped aerosols, certain nail products, large candles, and even some heat styling tools are being taken before passengers can even explain. The logic is simple. If something spreads, smears, squirts, ignites, or contains pressurized chemicals, it's considered a potential hazard in the cabin. Even those metal credit card multi-tools, which are sold everywhere, get confiscated all the time because they have tiny, sharp edges. Cheap power banks with no watt-hour label are another common target. If officers can't verify the battery, they can't let it fly. The The best way to avoid losing things you care about is to do a quick 5-minute check before leaving home. Read the labels, downsize products, and remove anything questionable. And always keep expensive or sentimental items in your personal item so you don't risk losing them during a surprise inspection. In 2026, the items you least expect are often the first ones security takes. If this helps you feel more confident about flying in 2026, then you're already ahead of most travelers still relying on outdated rules and old habits. Pack smarter, plan for stricter checks, and treat your carry-on like the one thing that protects your trip from stress and surprise fees. Click any of these videos on your screen, and I'll see you in a moment.